Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to install your 3-port boost solenoid onto your car. I have a Subaru Outback XT, it's a 2006. So the kit comes with these little nipples right here, and then of course they screw into there. I did put this connector on. There will either be a video of that included into this one, or it'll be a separate video that you can just look up on my my YouTube channel. But you're going to need one of these little electronic screwdriver kits if you buy the bracket that I did to mount this. So I just bought this bracket on eBay, I believe. I think it was like $20. Comes with all the screws and stuff, and it mounts up perfectly with this. So all this together really quick was probably, I think, $70, if that. Maybe actually I think it was like $60, because this was like 20, I believe anyway, and then I think this was like 20. So that, plus you're gonna buy this, and maybe the little miscellaneous vacuum lines is probably about $60. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so to start, this is going to be your factory one. So you're going to remove this bolt and disconnect your sensor. Okay, so now that you have your sensor disconnected, double check to make sure the connector on your new valve actually fits this. After you do that, go ahead and disconnect these vacuum lines. Okay, so we've got this hose right here. That's the one that's connected to the turbo inlet. And then we have a hose way back there. You see that little end right there? Discolored. Camera's not focusing. There we go. So right back there, this was connected to it, so it just came off with it. But these are very old and brittle on mine. And this is the stock valve. So that's one of the reasons you want to replace the hoses, because these are literally just so old and brittle, and they're probably going to break on you. So if you go behind here, we've got a nipple off of the turbo inlet side, and then we have the wastegate nipple. Both of these are going to be removed. So what you want to do is you can go ahead and pull this end out, and then you'll see that little connector I was talking about. We may use this, so I'm gonna need 2 hands to get that off. So keep this, because you may need this, but remove it from here and from there, and then after that we can start routing in the new vacuum lines. I think I have about 9 feet here, 32nd, 5.5 millimeter. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna run one from this nipple. Obviously we're gonna put a hose clamp on there, and then from your turbo inlet nipple right back here, and take that clamp off, because we're probably not gonna use it anymore. Okay, keep your clamps in case we use it on the boost solenoid itself, but for there and for there, we're probably going to put regular hose clamps. So what you want to do is we'll run a good amount to the turbo nipple up front under the intake, and from the wastegate up front under the intake. Okay guys, so we have the turbo inlet one done, and I just reused the little factory one that was on there. So now you'll take the other end and you're going to run it up under here and push it out this way. I'm not sure if you guys will, but if you do run into the same problem I was, when I had this through and it went fully under, it was actually kind of kinking. So what I did was I left a little bit of slack, wrapped it up under the coolant hose right here, and then I just went in under this side of the intake and through. And now that seems to be a much better routing. I don't think it's going to kink up or anything, and it'll still give us a factory location. And now all I have to do is run one from this nipple, which it shouldn't kink up because there's just a straight path from there to there. So I'm going to do that now with the other half. So far this is probably about 4 feet, if that, and it's definitely way too much. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now, and then we'll start wiring it up. Okay, so just to give us a little bit more room, I disconnected this, and then I moved this hose up at that angle. Now mine is actually very corroded, but I don't think I have anything that'll replace this hose with me right now, so we're gonna make this work. But later I do plan on replacing this part. But now we're going to mount our bracket and wire this up. So we'll do that now, and I'll show you the order that you're gonna go with these. Show you what the mounting bracket looks like. So that's how we have it set up. There is clearance there. I know it looks tight, so it's gonna be like this, and then our nipples are gonna be at the top because it mounts like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick the boost solenoid on there, and then we'll put the nipples on. I ended up actually turning it around. I liked the placement like this much better. So we'll put the nipples on now, and then I'll show you guys the sequence that you want to have going. I put all the nipples on. I actually lost one of the nipples because it was so tight in here. Trying to put this one on, it fell down there, and I actually cannot get it. So I'm just gonna leave it, but put all your nipples on. This is probably around the orientation, if you're gonna go with the same mounting that I did, that you're gonna want. So I'm gonna show you really quick. This goes to the intake, so that would be this side. This goes to the turbo inlet, so that would be this one back here, right there. So this line, and it connects to there on the turbo. And then this last one will be your wastegate. So 1 is going to be intake, 3 is going to be turbo, and 2 is going to be wastegate. So I'm gonna wire those up really quick. So we're almost done. We've got the turbo side and the wastegate side wired up, or I guess vacuumed up. And now we're gonna use, this is the little adapter that was like probably about, I think it was right here. So what you wanna do is we're gonna reuse this. So we're gonna put this in here, okay, zip tie that around there, and then run a new length of vacuum to this nipple. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay guys, so there it is. It's all done. I actually ended up routing it back under the way that it normally would have come, just because it was kind of out over here and didn't really look that great. So switching it around made it actually fit a little bit better, in my opinion, and I think it actually looks fairly good. I mean, it's not in the way of anything. I don't think these are gonna kink up or anything like that, but like I had said earlier, the way you want to route this goes to the intake right here, and then this part is going to go to the turbo. So port 3 goes to the turbo nipple right there, very important. And then port 2, which is back here, and it's numbered back there, goes up under here, and you're gonna route it to the wastegate. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, so I just wanted to remind you that if you do this to your car, you put a 3-port on it, you are gonna need a tune if you hook it up the way that I showed you. So you're gonna need to tune your car for the 3-port so it can work properly and you don't overboost or anything. So I will see you guys in the next one.